Place then.
Yeah, I'll let you know what his report says.
Can't believe it's so straightforward.
You've spent too long in the corporate world.
I see that now. Frank decides and then does it, eh?
Something like that.
Frank decides, then does it, eh?
I've decided on something else. I want you to stay with Kim.
What?
Keep an eye on her, make sure she's all right.
Can't you find somebody else to do it?
I'm asking you. Look, since you've been at home farm, have I made you do anything you didn't want to?
I'd rather swill out our pigs than run around after Kim.
You can always go back to doing that.
I will and all.
I'm sorry, I'm asking you because you're the only one she can't wrap round her little finger.
I can't stand her, Frank.
Oh, come on, Tina. She's carrying my baby.
I still don't know what possessed you to put it there.
You do it?
I wouldn't do it for anybody else.
Good girl. Here, you'll need this.
What is it?
So he's coming round to see Valentine.
Oh, she could give you the once-over while she's here. I'll get a bucket of soapy water ready.
Tina.
Can't you do something about her?
I have done. I widened her job description.
Oh, have they made it legal?
She's going to be your companion.
My what?
Until the baby's born.
Just think of me as a friend.
That's right. Inseparable friends. And if you need to get hold of Tina quickly, night or day, just press this.
You're joking?
Bet you're glad you checked yourself out of that nursing home, aren't you?
Are you sure it was, Jack?
Oh, it was him, all right.
What did he say?
Not much. More of a sharp intake of breath, really. What you gonna do?
He's got his business to run. I've got mine.
Thought he was a mate of yours.
He is. This is business, nothing personal.
Is that how he'll see it?
People are always resistant to change. There'd never be any... Kim.
Will you belt up? You want to get yourself an interest? I have, watching telly. When I was your age, I had plans, ambitions. Well, what went wrong? You lot arrived.
Thanks a bunch, Dad.
Yeah, well, you've held me back, but no more.
I knocked.
Oh, hey, I didn't hear you. I were jamming. Hey, I did something back there.
I am. I've decided I'm not going to hide my light under a bushel anymore. Do you want to see what I've got?
Aye, I do. Go and feed the pigs.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind.
Hey! My heck, it's a fiddle. Hey? Can you play it?
Oh, well, I've been practicing this one.
Bit tardy. 1 minute, 29 seconds.
What are you playing at?
Just testing procedures. Oh, and eating pickled onions. Do you fancy one? You know, you shouldn't really be running around like that, Frank. Not with your ticker.
Oh, red mist alert.
Oh, what a shame. And I thought you got the ambulance too. Full red alert.
This had better be good, Frank. How long's this been in the offing?
These things take time, Jack.
Oh, and you couldn't find 2 minutes to mention it.
There was no point until the thing got fired up.
Oh, don't give me the management jargon. This is me, Jack Sugden. Now, I heard about you when you ran clapped-out old wagons. Apparently, you were a bit of a cowboy. Obviously, things haven't changed. I couldn't care less about your grand schemes, Frank, so long as they don't touch my land.
They don't.
I'm talking to the organ grinder.
You rented that land after the plane crash, because yours was contaminated with fuel.
Did you pull a string to get her to talk?
Listen to her.
Take a look at the lease. You'll see it ran out in July.
It's not your land, Jack. Look, I'm not daft enough to think there won't be opposition.
Starting at Mill Cottage.
Rachel, I was thinking more on the lines of Jack Sugden. dear daughter-in-law does like the odd cause to fight.
Like stopping you, chucking our family out the house.
Causes don't come odder than that.
I've asked Zoe to come out to Valentine again.
No better?
Worse, if anything.
Well, don't be getting wound up about it. Zoe can sort him out.
Oh, reception committee. How touching.
Hello, Chris. Good to see you.
Thanks, Dad. Kim, Tina.
Been injecting you full of monkey glands, have they?
Who told you that? I've been having treatment on my back.
Oh, so we won't be treated to more little Christophers running around then. What a relief.
Do you know they say with those monkey glands, the baby's got a 50-50 chance of having a tail and a passion for bananas. Still, be an improvement on the father, wouldn't it?
Hey, Zach, stop! Do you know you're making a terrible racket?
No, but you hum it and I'll sing it. Hey!
Busking, there's a time-honoured tradition of roving minstrels in the Dales.
Well, rove by all means. Somewhere else.
Bit tricky with a full kit of drums, Teddy.
Hey, besides, you need a licence. You could get 10 years inside for this.
10 years for busking?
No, robbery with violence. Hey, worth a drum roll, that.
If you insist.
Oh, well.
Oh, Miss Moody of Kentucky, keep me lucky.
No, Zach, stop!
You can't stop the music, man.
No, you're singing the wrong words.
Eh?
No, here's it again. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
Mandy Dingle,
Who wants to know?
we're collecting for rotten police cells. Can I come in?
If we widen the track from the old quarry, we can get easy access to the Hutton Road.
It's all your land.
It was leased to a local farmer.
We had to wait until the lease expired before we went ahead.
There's bound to be opposition.
This is low-grade land, not Twyford Down.
Yeah, but they're already grumbling in the pub.
That's hardly a surprise.
If opposition does get serious, we've built in a hefty loading for security into the costs.
I'll fill you in later.
Chris, I was hoping to see you here. Faye and I wondering if you and Rachel would like to come for a meal tomorrow. That sounds great, thanks.
As long as business isn't on the menu. You know what Rachel's like.
Dad, Steve and I know how to handle Rachel.
Me?
Well, I can't believe the change since I've been away. No, she's been singing your praises, mate. Let's just hope you can carry on influencing her for all our sakes. Oh, and I owe you one for tipping me off about the clinic.
So do we. It got him thousands of miles away for 2 weeks. You don't know of one in Australia, do you?
It was a success then.
Only time will tell, Steve, but I feel like a honeymooner again.
What's your meal, Chris?
You've accessed these files while I've been away, haven't you?
Of course I have.
They're private.
They're open to all designated employees.
I didn't designate you.
You couldn't if you wanted to. You're not the boss.
There's sensitive information stored on this computer.
I know. And there's more now than before you went away. I can print it up for you if you want.
Everything okay?
No, it isn't. There are leaflets missing from my desk and she's accessed home farm files without permission.
I don't know about any leaflets. And I certainly don't need permission to do my job.
What job? Housekeeper? Skivvy? Personal assistant?
She's efficient. And I'm making use of her talents.
And we all know what they are.
You're still jet-lagged, son. If you weren't, I'd take offence.
She seems to be making a play for my position.
Believe me, Chris, I couldn't do what you do.
Tina had to help me with the quarry project. You weren't here.
What quarry project? We haven't used the quarry for 5 years.
Well, we're using it now, and it looks like it's going to be very lucrative. Soon be the talk of the village. And if you ask Tina nicely, she might fill you in.
Hang on a minute. I'm a shareholder, Tina isn't.
Why should she know more than me?
Because she was in Emmerdale and you were in California.
They've got telephones over there, faxes, telexes, anything you want.
No doubt they've got carrier pigeons as well. I just didn't choose to send one.
Look, you're barging into this quarry scheme. You haven't gone into it properly.
We have. Tina will go over it with you again as many times as it takes. Look, I've got to talk to Zoe before she leaves.
What else would you like to know, Chris?
From you, nothing.
You know, you may be a shareholder, but that doesn't entitle you to be consulted.
Why not?
Well, because the money's coming from a subsidiary of Tate Holdings. It's not costing you a penny.
Really?
Really. Read the printout.
So who is paying?
A local source.
Which you're not at liberty to divulge.
Oh, I think I am. It's no secret. Tate Holdings supplied the quarry, and Steve Marchant supplied the cash.
Steve?
Adam's still in there.
Kim likes messing around in stables.
Has she ever asked you to join her? Would you?
Would you? With Frank?
No. I've seen what happens to underlings who get above themselves.
Yeah, so have I.
Biff, phone Zoe. I want to hear now.
She's only just left.
Yeah, well, she can come back. Valentine's worse. Hurry up. You come and help me.
There's nothing I can do.
I don't care. I want you in here.
I'm pigs, me, not horses.
You're not right, are you, fella?
Frankly, Kim, he looks all right to me.
Look at his coat. Look at his eyes. Oh, dull, aren't they, fella?
Reminds me of my dad.
If you can't think of something sensible to say, just get out.
No, wait till Zoe gets here first. I might learn something.
Oh!
What's wrong?
Oh, God. Oh, help me. Oh, this isn't right. It's not supposed to be like this.
I'll get help. Where's Frank?
Don't leave me, please. Please don't leave me. I've got to see to Valentine.
Zoe's on her way. You need more help than he does.
Oh, God. Oh.
What's going on?
Have you got your mobile?
It's in the office.
Right, stay here. I'll go and get it.
No, don't leave me.
You need help.
Get Zoe.
She's got to go to hospital.
She can go where she likes.
Do you want the baby to be born here?
It's probably conceived here.
It's Frank's baby.
So?
So? He doesn't care about me, but he wants this child.
Yeah, we're leaving now. We'll be there in a minute.
Give me that. You've got a phone in the car.
Biff, can you help me with her?
I'll drive.
No, you stay with Valentine.
You what?
Tell Zoe what's wrong.
I don't know what's wrong.
Yes, you do. We'll be there in a minute, don't worry. I told them we'd meet him halfway.
I don't want this baby.
Too late, you're having it now. You should be phoning Frank on that thing.
I can manage.
Well, tell him to get straight there.
Oh, just get her out of the way. I'll tell my father what a brave little warrior you were.
Oh, if I had the time.
Look, you haven't. Just get shut of her.
Look, come on. You'll be in the hospital in half an hour.
Oh.
Well, try your bedside manner on the horse. Hello, Dave. Chris Tate here. I think there's something you should know.
Hello, Frank. Frank, can you hear me? Oh, it keeps breaking up. Where is he?
Well, you're his PA.
Wherever he is, he's in the wrong flaming place.
Hello?
Oh, excuse me. I'm looking for Kim Tate. She's just been brought in.
That's right. We've settled her in the labour room. Are you the...
Yeah, I'm the father, yeah.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
By Dingle standards.
Do you want me to put a tape on for you? You've got whale music or whale music.
Nothing.
You should have said. I'd have got you a tape from the car.
Oh, that's all I need. Giving birth to Judas Priest.
Kim, nobody's into heavy metal these days.
Everything okay, Kim?
Debatable.
Oh. Never mind. Good news is your husband's here.
Tell him to get lost. Well, you heard.
She's not ready to see you.
What?
Don't worry, they often start like this. It won't last.
No, I've got to see her now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tate.
Mr. Tate? I'm
not stopping. Thanks very much, nurse.
Hello, Chris. She's what? How long ago? OK, son, thanks. I'm on my way.
You know what'll happen? He'll march in here, all guns blazing, and kick you out. Just like he's kicked you out hundreds of times before. Where's your style, Dave?
Style?
You must be sick of it by now. Even you.
It's my baby.
It's my baby. When are you going to realise it doesn't matter if it's born with sideburns and a hoe in its hand? The baby's a Tate, and you haven't got the wit to do a thing about it.
It's my baby.
But that's just your problem, isn't it, Dave?
What?
The person that's done this to you isn't Frank. It's Kim. She's the one that broke your heart, that's stolen your baby, that's turned you into a walking joke. And you still love her. Like I say, no style.
Nurse, I'm looking for my wife, Kim Tate.
Room 2. Calm down. You've got hours yet.
Yeah, I'm a little out of practice at all this.
Oh.
OK. Shall I bring your husband in?
That's him. He's been stalking my wife. He's unbalanced.
I want to see it. It's my baby.
I'm sorry, sir. You'll have to leave. We can't have you causing a disturbance outside the delivery rooms.
Your hands off me.
Don't be stupid, Dave.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Look, I won't ask you twice, mate.
Hey, I've got more right to be here than he has.
What the hell's going on?
Look at him, he's a yobbo. This is supposed to be a safe place.
Come on, you out!
I'm sorry, Mr.
This didn't happen, do you hear me? I don't want my wife upset.
Frank, it's my baby. You can throw me out as many times as you like, but I'll keep coming back. Hey, I'll come back when you're dead and buried. You won't stop me then, will you?
You'll have to wait a long time, Sonny. A very long time.
Kim! Kim!
I don't suppose there's any fried bread, is there? And another egg?
Come on, Butch, you've got to eat.
Would you have preferred porridge?
That's not funny to you.
I hope you're not being nice to him.
He's upset.
Leaving his little baby brother lying in the street under a policeman because his tax disc was out of date. Go get your suit on.
What for?
Because we're going to court. A display of unity. What the hell do you think you were doing? Stealing a plate.
How many times do I have to tell you? He won me with Pollard. It was down to him, ripping an old lady off.
It was a normal business transaction.
All
right. Just rummage through the straw and get Sam out of his stable with you.
I think there's something you ought to know, Pollard.
Don't tell me. Nellie's back.
If she was, I'd be feeding you to the pigs now. She'd blame you.
I thought it were my fault.
Yeah, well, he's here now.
As I've just said, it was a perfectly legitimate business transaction.
Yeah, that left my little lad in jail.
Little.
Well, you'll always be mine and Nellie's baby.
Don't get me wrong. That boy is like a son to me.
Oh, does that mean that you hit him and treat him like muck?
I'm even prepared to stand his bail.
It's not going to be much. We are talking a plate here.
Does that mean you've got to hand cash over?
Well, you don't need to bother. I mean, he'll get bail easy. He's got a permanent job and an address.
I know I'm dealing with one of the finest legal brains in history, but I would rather hear that from his solicitor. He does have a solicitor, doesn't he?
Yeah, The number's in the phone so we can speed dial him.
Has no one told you that those don't go with the suit?
Lucky boots these are. Present from Nellie.
Lucky? All right. Where is your wife now, then?
Yeah, well, they might be lucky for Sam.
You'd be lucky you don't get done for contempt, boy, wearing such loud boots in Her Majesty's court.
We have scored, Tina.
Fortunate for Esmond. I saw him in the last case. Drug squad.
Where is Rumpole, then?
Who?
Never mind.
He means a solicitor.
Oh, name's Hoffman. Not our usual brief.
Ah, Miss Dingle. Mr. Dingle?
Hardly. I'll give you a clue. The shoes?
Ah, Mr. Dingle, of course. Your,
How do?
Your brother sends his regards, his appeal's pending.
Oh, never mind, that was it. What about our Sam?
Ah, yes, of course. Not very bright, is he?
Not a lot gets past you, does it?
You're not probation, are you?
Live-in lover.
Ah, yes, of course, yes. Samuel, well, he's being charged with obtaining property by deception.
He nicked it?
Technically, but he's claiming that he bought it. But it was worth much more than the £10 he left in the shop.
Not much, old man.
Considerably more, old man. It's being valued at £175 minimum.
How much?
How much did you get for it, Eric?
Honestly, not enough.
This morning he'll just be committed for trial. If the magistrate chooses, then he could be fined £5,000 or sent to jail for 6 months.
He'll do the time.
But given his record, it's more likely he'll be sent to Crown Court for sentencing, in which case he could get, at a guess, 3 years. I would ask you to grant bail. When this case is heard, I am sure it will become clear that this was nothing more than a misunderstanding.
From what the prosecution said, Mr. Hoffman, the only misunderstanding arose when your client tried to outrun a policeman.
Well, I'm not denying that he panicked, but, well, his history with the police is not an entirely happy one.
No. They do keep catching him, don't they?
He's playing a blinder, isn't he?
Mr. Dingle has both a full-time job and a permanent address.
Aye, and he's prepared to put bail up.
Would you mind sitting down? There's no need.
But he wants to, Your Worship. Don't you, Eric?
Sit down, man.
Huh? Tell her!
I'd be glad to.
Who is this man?
Mr. Dingle's partner, Eric Pollard, ma'am.
Partner? He's just a dog's. That's right, Mum. He's my partner.
Very well. I was perfectly happy to grant bail conditional on residence at Wishingwell Cottage, Emmerdale, but now I will grant bail with a surety of £500 from Mr. Eric Pollard.
Oh, nice one, Eric.
Nice one, Eric.
It's the least I could do.
What's going on? You're coming home, Sam.
Aye. Oh, brilliant.
Hey, I thought there was something up with bloke in next cell to me. He were howling all night. And then I realised our next door took place dog kennels.
You do realise you might have to go back to prison, Sam?
Aye, that's all right. We haven't had an holiday this year, have we?
Did your solicitor tell you how long you might get?
No. Won't be long, though. Mr. Pollard will tell him what happened. And our Butch.
I can't say anything. I mean, they might nick me as being an accomplishment.
You mean you wouldn't try to save your own brother?
Oh, leave it, Dad. I mean, that's not going to help Sam, is it?
I will be all right, though, won't I?
Sam, do you remember what you told me last time? About the blokes in the next cell?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you remember the chat we had in the middle of the night?
No, I don't.
I must have been dreaming. Here, Sam, go and get us some more cans, eh? Celebrate you coming home.
Ah, Tina. You coming?
Aye. See you later.
Ah. Huh? What was that about?
We have to stop Sam going back to prison, Dad.
Give over. He loves it.
Oh, I know what he says. That night that I was on about. He came down here and he was crying his eyes out.
Oh, well, it's a bit soft, Tina. Lift doesn't go to the top floor. You know that.
Yeah. And so did the scumbags in prison. Do you know what happened last time? The two lads in the next cell told him to beat his cellmate up. And if he didn't, they'd break his arm. It wouldn't stop there, Dad.
Who was Sam?
He made me promise that I wouldn't tell anybody, but I've got to make sure that he doesn't go back there. I mean it, Dad.
Hi, Dave. What can I serve you tonight, then?
Nothing, Tom. Not hungry. Is Kathy in?
Yeah, but she's not alone.
Oh. Who?
Oh, not who. A bottle of Eric's best St. Emilion. She says she won't expect any company, though.
Yeah, not many people call me that nowadays.
You're that all right?
It don't matter. I'm not having any of mine.
This isn't one of your wind-ups, is it?
Sam needs protecting, Dad. 3 years in prison and he'd be an even more hopeless case than he is now.
So what do we do?
I don't know. Maybe we could get Butch to say that he put him up to it. Or Pollard, even.
Yeah, all right. And then pigs outside might start to fly. Is there somewhere he could be safe? Somewhere that we could hide him?
Where?
I don't know.
He needs looking after. There's only us and my mum.
Choose an island.
We shouldn't build his hopes up about seeing me mum. Not until we've worked out a way of actually getting him there.
I don't know, Tina. Prison might make a man of him. His man will keep him a babby forever.
Dad? Prison's full of thugs, bullies and pervs. It may well be a home from home, but it'd ruin Sam.
What'd ruin Sam?
Yeah, Tina. What could ruin a fine lad like this?
Not going to work. Pollard will sack you.
I can go to work. I thought that Bill thing he said I had to stay at home.
Only live here. You can still go to work.
Pollard'll dock me wages, though, for getting arrested and having time off and that.
Well, tell him you'll smack him if he does.
You ain't let him back?
He hits you.
Yeah, only when I've been stupid.
Tina were telling me that you got bullied when you were inside before.
Oh, bully me? I'm a dingle.
Sam, who do you love most in the whole world?
Kathy.
You what? Her from tea rooms?
Yeah, she's nice to me. Protects me when Pollard throws the moody in that. And she's pretty. Lovely yellow hair. She smells nice, you know.
Yeah, but who else?
You said I'm not allowed to mention me, ma'am. So there ain't nobody. Apart from you lot. Aye, you lot. Me family.
Sam, lad. How would you like to go on holiday?
I can't. I'm going to prison.
Sam, how would you like to go and stay with your mum instead of going to jail?
Oh, you mean tell the courts my mum would make me a better person than that?
Not exactly that, no.
What if he's going to Ireland, but you haven't got a clue how you're going to get him there?
Look, I could take him over in the van.
Don't be stupid. If you get stopped, they'll do you for helping him leg it.
Well, can't we take him down to the dock and bung him in a lorry or something?
Oh, they're all containers, aren't they? They're all sealed.
Ah, mostly. Lisa says when she takes the pigs over there, she's often the only one not driving a 40-tonner.
Hey, that's it!
Yeah. We could nick a 40-tonner. I've always wanted to drive one of them, haven't I, Dad?
Shut it, Butch. Dad, Lisa. You could go with Lisa.
Lisa?
Aye. She'd do it for you, Uncle Zach.
Would she, though?
If you were nice to her.
Sam's only chance, Dad.
Aye.
Zach Dingle. You like to keep a girl hanging by a thread, don't you?
Yeah, well, you know what they say? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
So, believe you got a favour to ask me.
Aye.
Funny that, because I got a favour to ask you.
You first.
No, you.
No, I insist.
Get on with it.
Hey!
I need your body. And your drum kit. I'm putting the band back together.
What band?
The band, me, you, Vic and Terry.
Yeah, Vic and Terry.
Playing country music, backing for line dancing. It's all the rage. What do you say?
I'll think about it.
Zach.
Zach?
Oh, all right, then.
You won't regret it. Your turn.
Aye. Now, how are you fixed for doing a bit of smuggling to Ireland?
Is it dope?
How does she know about Sam?
She means drugs.
Oh, no, that sort of dope. No, it's, this is more like, well, giving somebody a lift.
I'm going to Ireland tonight.
Huh?
I could do with a lie down to think about it.
I'll miss him. But don't tell him that, because he might not go.
Oh, bless him.
And if he don't go, then I can't have his comic collection, can I?
She drives an hard bargain, but she'll do it.
You were a long time, Uncle Zach.
Aye, for you were.
Ah, well, she kept dragging me back to the negotiating table, as it were.
Sorry I couldn't get here sooner, Frank. Family business.
No problem. Families are what we're doing all this for. Let me introduce you to Charles Miller, our project manager. Charles, Tina Dingle. Very much my right hand.
Good to meet you, Tina.
Charles's colleague was at the Sognum meeting last night. Apparently it wasn't a raging success.
Great deal of apathy. We expected the entire village to be there.
So, given last night's damp squib, what do you suggest?
Meeting of our own. Keep them informed. Tell the villagers as much as you want them to know. Isolate any possible agitators. As well as Sugden and his wife, the only other one I was warned about from last night was a woman called Rachel. Do you know her?
You do realise I'm loading up with pigs in Skipdale?
Oh, it's all right. I'm used to sleeping without Butch. Won't be much different.
Yeah, Sam.
Oh, Tar.
You've left me them, you know what you promised.
Can I really not come back, Dad? Not ever.
That'd be better if you didn't, son.
I'm not going. I'll go to jail. If you can't do the crime, don't do the time.
I think it's the other way around, Sam.
All right.
Go on.
Oh, Mandy, aren't you supposed to be at work?
Oh, sorry, Eric, we've been saying our goodbyes. Still, I suppose you'll dock it for me wages.
Guarantee it. Goodbyes.
How was Sam?
Ah, don't tell me the police have taken him. If that stupid boy's got into more
No,
trouble,
Eric. He's done a runner. Over the hills and far away.
Don't be silly. He's on bail. It's my bail. My £500.
Well, I'm sure you can dock it out of the wages you didn't pay him.
Give him back!
He's long gone, mate. Sorry.
Come on.
I'll buy you a drink.
Kim?
Where's Valentine?
He's not here. Does Frank know you're back?
Has someone taken him out?
Do you want to come in the house? Because Frank's not expecting you.
I want to know where Valentine is.
Well, I'm not really sure where he is.
What do you mean? Where's my horse?
You can't ride him at the minute anyway.
Where is he?
Kim...
Just tell me what you've done with him.
I haven't done anything with him. He's been put down. I thought you knew.
What?
He's too far gone. Zoe got permission off Frank.
They put Valentine down?
Well, they had to. And they couldn't tell you. You were too ill.
Just leave me alone. Get out.
No, I haven't seen him since first thing this morning. Have you?
No.
And you've got no idea where he's gone?
Does he know he was supposed to report to police, Raymond?
Yes, he does. And so do you. You were there when the order was made.
I don't remember out about it. And now Sam's a bit... well, he's not too bright.
Do you reckon it's slipped his mind too?
He might be on his way there now.
Oh, he's walking to Otton.
Could be. He likes to stretch his legs.
Anything? No. We'll take a look outside if it's all the same to you.
Look where you like. Search the old place.
You mean we're not going to find him? He's done a runner?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, he's just disappeared.
He's around somewhere.
You haven't fed him to the pigs, have you? I won't be surprised what these Dingles do.
He's probably having a drink in the Wolfpack.
He isn't. You've not got much to say for yourself.
Always been quiet as our butch.
Your whole family's keeping its mouth shut. And so's your friend. But we're not soft, Zach. We know you know where he is.
I don't.
You do. We may never prove it, but you do. Good afternoon.
Drink this.
I don't want it.
Zoe will explain everything. It was a last resort. She waited as long as she could.
What happened? Why have you come home?
She's upset, Frank. She's not making any sense.
You shouldn't have walked out. The doctor will tell you when you're fit to leave. Who's going to look after the baby? They said he's fine. You've got nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried about it.
It's Valentine.
Is that why you're crying?
You never said a word.
You're upset about the horse?
He wasn't your horse. You had no right to have him put down.
Aren't you worried about James?
No, I'm not.
You don't care about your son?
I cared about Valentine. You knew that and you had him put down.
You walked out on a newborn baby.
I trusted Zoe to do the best she could.
What about James?
He's got nurses fussing over him. He doesn't want me.
You mean you don't want him?
He's a baby. He'll be all right. And who cares anyway?
I care.
Then you go and lie with him in a boring hospital. You feed him and change him and stop him from crying. I'd rather be with Valentine.
Come back with me now. We'll sit with him together. Make sure he's all right.
I don't care if he's all right or not.
I'm giving you one last chance. I'm going to the hospital. I'll never understand you. I keep checking up on you because you and Chris can't communicate. And quite frankly, I haven't got much use for you.
Hang on, it's not like that. There might not be much love lost between
I'm
them.
not interested in your personal feelings, only when it affects your efficiency.
Has he been stirring it behind my back? Because you know you can't trust a word he says.
That's my son you're talking about.
Well, you don't need reminding of how two-faced he can be at the best of times.
Sometimes, Tina, I think you forget that you're an employee here, not part of the family.
I'm sorry I gave you that impression.
I have to count on the loyalty of my staff. Don't you ever forget that.
Right.
Now clear up the garden. And if you don't trust Biff to do the job, then you'll just have to do it yourself, won't you?
Frank?
What is it, Tina? Can't you see I'm busy?
Well, it's about this morning. I just wondered...
Yes.
Well, I'm a bit confused, actually.
What about?
I know this quarry's putting you under pressure, Frank, but we're on the same side. I thought you trusted me.
I did.
Well, what's changed, Frank? I haven't done anything to let you down, honest.
Is that a fact?
Well, I'd swear on it.
Then how do you explain Dave Glover's highly unwelcome presence at the hospital, barely moments after my wife went into labour?
Well, you don't think I tipped him off? Frank, it wasn't me.
Oh, come on, Tina, give me credit for some intelligence.
I do. And I wouldn't do anything disloyal. I owe you too much for that.
Get out of here, Tina, before I say something we might both regret.
Just listen, Frank. You only have to take a look around to see who's most threatened by Kim's new baby. Whose only reason for living is to get the lion's share of your will and make everybody as miserable as he is.
We blame Christopher for everything that goes wrong around here, do we?
Well, he's certainly the first place I'd look.
Not this time. This is family business, and there are levels to which even Chris wouldn't stoop.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that, Frank.
Get on with your work. And Tina, if I can prove what I suspect, you'll be out of here before you know what's hit you.
I think you've got the hang of it by now, Maestro.
It's all right for you, mate. You've only got to learn a few words.
You know, the thing I'm not too sure about, though, is when do I do my big drum solo?
You don't.
I think we're sounding really good.
Yeah, until Elvis here starts singing and ruins it all.
Your guitar playing will sound a lot better if you turned your amp off.
Come on, lads, we're on in a bit. We should be rehearsing.
All right, then. Let's take it from the top, boys.
Hey, I meant to say that.
Right, 1, 2...
Whoa, hold it. You've had your turn now. I need to sound check my disco.
Hey, I'll tell you where you can shove your speakers, son. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Kicking my heels on a Saturday night. I didn't want to drink and I didn't want to fight.
Good night, Mandy. I think tonight's going to be a very entertaining evening after all.
Hey.
Hey, what on earth do you think you're doing, dressed up like a tailor's dummy?
Chief of Security, Eric. I'm your new doorman. And no extra charge.
Correction. You are my chief bottle washer at no extra charge. Now, come on, get behind there and start washing. Come on.
Undesirables, Eric. Shall I turf them out?
We're the band, you pillock.
Exactly.
Francis, I won't tell you again. Now, come on.
Just go and sit in the corner and try not to lower the tone. Sorry, door policy. I've got to give you the full body search.
Touch me, Butch, and it'll be your body they'll be searching for. What's going on? Oh, no.
On a mountain way out of town, it's Saturday night, and the folks gather round. Bring a little bottle that you hold on tight. It's a hillbilly rock and roll night. Yeah. Are you all say ma and pa? Everybody's out in the yard. Somebody's calling out, go, kid, go. It's Uncle Earl on his old banjo. To the hillbilly rock, hillbilly roll.
25 years. Where does it all go? I'm happy though, Sarah. Married the right man.
Am I deaf or are they quite good?
They're brilliant. How does this bit go again?
It's quite good, your old man. Didn't know he had it in him.
Oh, you'd be surprised. He's got quite a few hidden talents.
Do you mean Vic or Terry?
Head comes down, her dress goes up. She grabs a fiddle and she pedals to the bop. To the hillbilly rock.
Well done, Ned.
I'm not going to make a speech, but there are one or two things I'd like to say.
Kathy, can you spare a minute?
Now, Frank, can't it wait?
I won't say it's been easy, because it hasn't. We've been through the mill and back, but we've managed. No thanks to some. But with the help of our friends like Jack and Sarah, I'd just like to say, well, thanks for being there.
You seen Kathy?
Won't I do?
No.
She's gone outside with
I wouldn't have got through without Jan. She's been my strength when I was going to jack it all in. I'd marry her again today if I could. I don't deserve her, but I know I'd be nothing without her. Cheers, love. Happy anniversary.
Jan and Ned, here's to the next 25.
To my Jan.
I'm sorry it happened. What more can I do?
You'll find out exactly who those brainless hooligans are, then you'll take them off the payroll.
I'll see what I can do.
I also want their names and addresses for the authorities. You have a problem with that?
You really want your pound of flesh, don't you?
Problems?
Oh, nothing I can't handle. But thanks for asking.
Just doing my job.
I know, and I'm grateful.
The nursery's ready.
Excellent. Oh, Kim, did you hear that? The nursery's ready for James Francis.
Hurrah.
You do know that our son is coming home today.
Now you come to mention it, I did see something scribbled in my diary.
Seeing you work with one hand impresses the hell out of me, Biff.
Yeah, well,
But I want you to go home and take it easy. That's an order, because you're still going to be on full pay.
Well, if you're sure you don't need me.
Oh, I need you, Biff. I wish I had a dozen loyal staff like you, but I like to look after my own. Tina, get Biff a taxi.
No, thanks. I'd rather walk. Need to clear my head.
Take a week off.
I don't need a week.
Get indoors, watch television. It's all on me.
Well, there's something I can help you with.
Just take my advice. Stay at home until you're fully recovered. Oh, and make sure you get an early night.
Time to collect James.
So it is. Welcome to Home Farm. Kim, this is Sophie. Sophie, this is my wife, Mrs. Tate. And Tina, my personal assistant. Sophie is from one of the oldest schools for nannies in Yorkshire.
Bully for her.
She also likes horses.
I understand you're quite an accomplished equestrian, Mrs. Tate.
I have my moments.
I adore horses. Maybe when James is old enough, I can teach him to ride.
You can teach him to play the bagpipes, for all I care.
I'm sorry about that.
That's nothing. I'm used to a lot worse. It's all part of the job. Now, if you'd be kind enough to show me to my quarters.
Tina.
Looks like you've been left holding the baby, Frank.
And loving every minute of it. Welcome home, son.